live right at 3. I like that. I like that timing. That's good timing. That makes me happy. Just waiting for the video to load here, and we're good. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Adam is out sick today, so I'm Ray, the producer on Galactic Civ 3, and I'll continue waving. Just keep making it awkward. And right next to me is Paul. He's the lead designer for Galactic Civ 3. For anybody new to the stream today. Let's see. I'm waiting for the chat to load in. I was giving it a second. I would like to know how the sound is going too, because I had to change that a bit. It's actually kind of a big feature of the game right now is sound. Lots of sound. Loads and loads of sound. Weapons, shields, deflectors.
Who do we want to play as today?
In the chat.
Let's play as the Iridium. It's been a while.
Let's do Iridium.
Oh, wait. They're infertile. I don't care for that at all. Ooh, trade research.
All right, switching over to the Gal Civ cam.
Oh, look, there's a bug in our tooltips. Nobody saw that. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, let's play as the Iridium. What the heck? And let's put everybody in the galaxy. One of the things we've done in the upcoming beta is we have enabled the next 2 map sizes. Everything okay?
Yep. Oh, yeah, everything's
yeah, okay,
fine.
so we've got gigantic and immense in now. Oh, however, that makes for a pretty slow game, so we're going to stay on small because I'm hoping to maybe show some battles today. So I need war to get going right off the bat, and on an immense, that could take quite a while. Let's see. Also, one of the new things is we've turned on Extreme Worlds. So I went through and changed everything up to common so things were a little more obvious. I'm going to actually take the black holes back down to occasional because it seems strong. All right, so now we've got the new Extreme Worlds. And we are staying on a step, so let's get going. We have any questions yet, or is there anything from the forums we want to talk about?
Also, you bring up a really great point, Paul. As far as I know, the forums are actually down, so we won't be able to field any questions there. We will be able to field questions live right here from the stream, which is awesome.
Okay, so this is a new screen. Whatever race you play as, you'll get a little pop-up that kind of tells you about your race and what they kind of how they feel about the galaxy at the time, as long with a little list of a description of their strengths and weaknesses. We didn't want to go so far as to say +4 to research, because you have that information on 2 screens earlier, and you can look it up at any time. So this is more of a flavor thing. So here's our here's Harandin Gaul, who is apparently who I am playing today. All right. Oh yeah, gonna build me some stuff. One of the things that I love about the Iridium is they start with a marketing improvement, and this marketing improvement also builds influence. So if you get those built early, it's very helpful. I'm going to put this here and hope some terraforming later. And those. And I actually believe, okay, yeah, there's a little something. So I can put this here. So there's a marketing, even though it's a wealth improvement, it also gets bonuses from influence. So I got to really double dip here. Look at this. I'm going to get this up to a 4, and this will be a 5 from the capital. So talk about your early game luck. So as a matter of fact, I might buy the building first so I can start making money instantly, and then I'll buy this next turn. All right. One of the things we're focusing on in this build is oh, hey, here's this. So this guy's a little big right now, but you'll notice that we've got a substantial change to the tech tree now. Here is your list of things. Different races will have different advisors here. So this guy is the existing news robot, and he's kind of a placeholder for the next beta. But now you can go through here, and then also if you go to the tech tree, it just smoothly goes back and forth, which is something that people have been asking for a lot. The age system has been heavily modified, so now each tech equals 1 turn, as opposed to having some sort of obscure points level, which actually I really liked because it allowed you to go, oh, but if I research this, it's going to get me up to ages faster. But the problem was it really just kind of was a fatigue point for the player. So what we've done is we've made it so each tech equals 1 point. So I can literally go down here, and actually the tooltip's not in yet, but eventually you can mouse over and it'll say, research 10 more techs to get to Age of War. And that way there's no longer any confusion. I also made it's really easy to get into Age of War. It's still kind of hard to get to Age of Ascension, and it's very hard to get into Age of Victory, which is what you need to win the technological victory. So it's like a 10 or 12 techs right now, and then 100 techs for Age of War, and then 250 techs. And there's only like 420 techs in the tree. So that means you have to research half the tree before you're able to go for a tech victory, which is appropriate because it's a technology victory. We might even up that number if it seems too easy to the player. So anyways, let's get going. I'm going to do my typical planetary enhancement because I love that extra little bump of strength. Any questions yet?
Yeah, it seems like we do have a question in the chat for Martin's Gill is curious. The start screen.
I should have played as... Sorry. I
No,
should have
that's
played as
all
the Yor so I could have showed the Extreme Worlds, but I'll just have to do it the hard way. Okay, sorry. What is the start screen?
How would that start screen work for custom races?
Initially, there's a generic one, so you don't have to give it a start screen. It'll just say, it'll have a generic picture there, and it'll say, like, the galaxy is... It'll give you a general blowdown of the galaxy, and we'll probably do that for like any non-player. But it will be data, and eventually, maybe not in the vanilla game, but at some point, all of that will be addable to your faction. So you can actually put a picture in there, put a description. But if you don't want to, if it's just flavor and it doesn't really change things, you can leave the generic one. So that is how that's going to work.
Okay, cool. Actually, there were some questions too. Asking at if this was a new engine compared to the Galciv 2.
Yes, it is a completely renew engine. What's ironic is that the Galciv 2 engine was actually really quite robust on the gameplay side, but graphically and everything, it was all a little, dated. So a lot of what we've done is actually, made a whole new graphical engine, and then we go back and steal some of the choice code from Galciv 2 or rework it. And I'm sure the coders are laughing at me because that's not at all literally true, but we use a lot of the old Galciv 2 way of thinking as we add stuff. But yeah, we have a brand new engine in the game.
Okay. We actually have a question from TM Wrestler asking, this is actually a really good one. We'll be able to set it up so we can skip that first tech tree by default because they really like getting into the bigger tech tree at the start.
I have no idea what that means. You mean skip the Age of War?
No, the how we have that intro to the tech screen?
Oh,
there's like the intro screen. Yeah,
you wanna go straight here.
Yeah,
that is a hotly debated thing as well. If I have my way, eventually, yes, there'll be a checkbox that says go directly to the tech screen. It's to a new player, it's much more intimidating when you're slapped with this giant tree. Also, I would like to pretty this up a little, but that's not really the conversation. But yeah, so what we will probably do is, like in Galciv 2, there was a show tree, and once you did that, it would stay that way. But because we're doing things a little differently, we'll have to actually make it an option. And I will guarantee you at some point we will add that. It's not on the list at this very second because we have so much to do. So anyways, I guess I got distracted. I should probably move along here. Oh, hey, here's our first extreme world, although I can't colonize it. So here's a barren. Oh, no, this is a frozen world. And it requires extreme colonization to colonize, which I do not have. So, and it's a class 12 world. And let me go back to our tech tree. So if I go into here, and I'm going to bump these forward before you guys see this. Right now, this is way far back. You can unlock extreme colonization. And what that does is that unlocks 3 types of worlds. Allows you the settlement of extreme worlds. And I guess that description needs to be made bigger. Oh, I thought it set it up here. It allows you to do barren worlds, frozen worlds, or water worlds. And then when you get to this, you can then say, I want to make my water worlds. So when you first colonize, this is just like Galaxy, when you first colonize an extreme world, it's at 50% production because you're putting all your effort into staying alive. These specializations then let you go, oh no, I love aquatic worlds. And not only does this restore them to 100% production, it also gives you a boost depending on the type of planet. So like frozen worlds are really good for research and influence. Aquatic worlds are really good for wealth and tourism. I vindicate that by saying people want to go there to surf or something. And then barren worlds are, nobody likes it there, so they're great for manufacturing and military. And then once you get to Age of Ascension, you can get atmospheric cleansing, which gives you radioactive planets and toxic planets. And then Biosphere does the same thing. They give you bonuses and restores them the full thing. And the beauty of this system is that this means that literally hundreds of turns into the game, some planets may become available. And depending on how you prioritize your research, you could get them before other people. So it pushes that, I missed, I was late into the initial colony rush or whatever. And not only that, these planets, as you go further up, are all higher class. So these ones are like 20s, or more, 16 to 18s. And so you can really get a big game-changing planet late game by researching these techs. Okay, where was I? But in the meantime, I can't colonize that. So I can colonize this, though.
That seems like a good planet.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, we have questions regarding, when will the remaining races be available to play?
Well, we were going to try and get one in for Beta 4, but I think that we're more concerned about some of the gameplay features. So the next race will not be until Beta 5. And the race after that will probably be in, if we do a Beta 6, if not, it'll be in the final game. And that's the Thalion. They're very tied to the campaign, which is why they come in last.
Okay.
I'm getting some good worlds, actually. I need to adjust my spending, though. One of the major things we did, now the AI is still pretty dumb, but we did make some big leaps forward in like how smart it researches and it builds out the planets. So you'll notice like that it's not quite so starving or silly or doing stupid things. They actually are quite economical now. Now actually our biggest problem is we have to make them a little more a little braver, because what they do is they think like a computer and they're like, oh, I can take you. Oh, wait, he's scary. And then they go, I'll go back. And then he tries to, get more force and he'll go in and he'll get scared. Whereas we need them to go, yeah, well, I think I can beat you. And so they'll attack you just to make it more fun to the player. It'll actually probably make them less smart at playing, but it's all about making the player feel like they're having fun. Not necessarily that the computer, if the computer plays like a computer, that's not really fun, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Actually, I should have played as Terran so I could test those battleships I just made, damn it. Anyways.
Let's see. With the generic username 42 asks, so were you able to set with those tech tree tabs? They were curious if you could switch between them using like 1 through 4, for example.
We currently do not have hotkeys for those, but it's certainly something we could do. Yeah. I unfortunately. Oh, hey, look who's here. Oh, the Yor. You guys are kind of a pain in my butt. All right. No, we don't currently have hotkeys for that. At some point, we actually have in the options thing an input thing that has all these hotkeys. We might make it a little more flexible to where like almost anything can be assigned. That'd be a good thing to throw onto the wish list, Ray, when you get a minute.
Okay, all right.
So this is what our designers do to producers. They say, "Yeah, good idea. Make a task for that." All right.
Actually, in pretty easy question. Asking how soon can we test space battles?
You will be able to test space battles in the next build. However, it will be very rudimentary. So don't get too excited. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping to show some. Okay, so here's the ideology screen that we had talked about. I think we showed this last week a little bit. But okay, so now I just unlocked, and it says here I have 4 traits available, which is actually kind of a lie. It should say 1, because it means there are 4 available. Pick one of them. So I'm going to pick builders because I love builders. Builders gives you 3 free constructors. Oh, wait. Exporters is now actually working and is pretty cool. Oh. This is working now, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, yeah, this one makes it so no one can declare war on you for 100 turns. That is awesome. Oh, no, I guess the whole point is to show battles, so I won't pick that. All right. Okay, so that gives me some constructors, which I can then make very good use of. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. Was there another question?
No, I'm just checking the chat right now. Actually, there was something kind of funny about the Yor have eyebrows. Apparently, they have.
Yeah, you have to. You know, it's the great shame of art and making things emote is, you know, you gotta at least kind of fake in some of those things so people identify with it and go, oh, he's curious, he's angry. Is like the minute you don't have those things, people. Also, you keep in mind that the Yor, as they are based on the Yor from Galactic 2, which are based on the Yor from Galactic 1. You know, we have a lore, and they have to be, you know, somewhat continuous. We can't just go, now the Yor look like, you know, balls of blue metal. So that's just kind of how that works. But, yeah, you got to have that for the art side for when they look at you and they're mad. You know, they raise their eyebrow. They're curious. So I think the word eyebrow might be a bit extreme. Speaking of which, let's. Oh, I don't have Universal Translator yet, do I? Can I talk to them? Hey, there's no button to talk. Who designed this piece of crap game? Oh man. Okay, I need to add that. Yeah, they do. They don't. Hi. He's like blah blah blah. I don't understand a word you are saying. Okay. Speaking of which, I should research Universal Translator. Although I guess if the point is to go to war, I don't necessarily need to. All right. Anything else?
I'm also checking the chat. Let's see. Actually, there's a question about will there be DLC and will the game be moddable?
Yes and yes. It will definitely be moddable. That's kind of one of we've always been big champions of. I mean, there's some great Galactic 2 mods. Matter of fact, some of the people who work for us are people who started as modders of Galactic 2. The DLC, yes, there will be DLC. I don't want to say how much because we have several expansions planned, and what we don't want to do is cannibalize those expansions to make DLC. But there's a lot of fun little things that are not maybe that don't fit into the lore or just make the game, you know, just add a little pop to the game. Those are the types of things we'll probably be putting into DLC. I have I keep talking about the Rise of the Snathy, which is a DLC I want to do that will make the Snathy a playable major race. So, you know, things like that will be DLC, but we're not going to be nickel and diming it. We'll probably have, I'd say, maybe 3 before the expansion at the most, but I'm just guessing. I know I have at least 1 planned. And then we'll have an expansion probably within a year or about a year, although I don't want to promise, you know, don't get me in trouble.
Okay. This question actually asked if there were how many minor races will there be? Do you have any plans for that?
We're going to put in as many as we can. As a matter of fact, that's one of those things that more minor races might just show up in patches, you know, because they're it's really they're just kind of tedious to make, but we can have as many as we want. And since we want to support 100 players, the more minor races, the better. So really, it's going to come down to how much awesome art we have from the guy who's doing the minor races. And then I will literally go, this is an awesome picture. They are now the blank. Now, of course, there's a bunch of lore-based ones that will be in as well. But yeah, there's going to be, I would guess, somewhere between 10 and 20 minors in the base game.
There's a lot of comments about I'm reading all these comments about the tech robot. They like it so far.
Yeah, he's too big in this picture, and that was just a rendering error. But it is nice, and we're going to have, like the Terrans will have a Terran advisor who will be standing here and be like, hey, you should research. Actually, he doesn't say that, but you know what I mean. Hey, shouldn't be happening. But anyways.
There's a question about starbase defense and attack. Can that be improved? And they go in detail how they just noticed that the different categories of like how much attack they've had versus how much defense, and it seems like they're being defeated real easily.
Well, okay, there's a couple of things about starbases is they do come with a little bit of defense and a little bit of attack, same with shipyards. One of the things I'm going to do with shipyards is make it so as you research up fortification, your shipyard will get additional defense. So as you go up this branch right here, it will give you, because these is where you get like advanced starbase defenses, things like that. These will just, boom, all of a sudden your shipyard will get more defense. But really, if you want to defend your starbase, you need to build defensive modules on it. And if you really are worried about it, you need to station ships there. I mean, a starbase already has a buttload of hit points, but that does you no good if you have no weapons. And, one fighter can kill it by just pinging it to death. So, yeah, the starbases are meant to be things that you have to defend. But that said, you put all of the defensive modules. I wonder if I can cheat and show all of the defensive modules. There's, 50 or so defensive modules for starbases that will make it a monster, with like 200 or 100 attack and 100 in all three categories. So now that said, you can make a fleet that's bigger than that. So at some point, you're going to have to station ships at your starbase to defend it, and et cetera, et cetera. So yes, unlike Galciv 2, though, you can defend them. I can literally go, you dock here, bam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this colony ship is of absolutely no use to this starbase, but you can do that. And this, I'm not playing very fast. I think I might actually exit and restart and start a soak so we can get to a battle.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to actually exit. I meant to main menu. So, yeah, so we've got a lot of things. Oh, darn it. This is what happens when you run an internal build. You die.
It's actually an interesting question of asking what will be the minimum specs required to play. They have an i5 laptop that heats the room.
That heats the room?
Yeah.
Well, the i5 part is fine. It's the video card and the memory that is and your operating system. You have to have 64-bit Windows, which most people these days do. So yeah, but the i5 is fine. It's really up to your video card. And most systems that are, within, there are specs on the website, I'm assuming. Most systems that are within 5 years old will play the game fine. They might not play it great, because it's one of those things, especially on a huge galaxy. The more bang for the buck you get, the more objects can be moving, the more threads can be running, the more memory can be held. So you want all of those things. Oh, here's a little thing. I don't know if anybody's really noticed this. Is we have, when you go to strategic view, we made it so that the black holes now fade out to become like a gray scale. And that's so they because before when you zoomed out, especially once the fog had cleared a little bit, it was just like all I can see is black holes. So ironically, that was a bunch of work. So I thought I'd point it out and make Colin feel better. All right.
Let's see what else we got here.
Let's see, so now you can see that better there. Yeah. So it matches a little better with the rest of the strategic icons.
Actually, Gilmoy asked in the chat about survey ships seem to act strangely within nebulas. Now, was that a...
That's
noticed any
probably
bugs with
just a
that?
polished thing.
Yeah.
They probably do. Hey,
Okay.
look at this. Tom Highway 2. Shouldn't it be Tom's Highway 2 and Tom's Highway? Look at that. Two good, perfectly good planets. Get over there, somebody. The Altarians will get that before me. What was I saying? What was his other... what was his...
Oh,
the survey ship.
Yeah, there's a quick one about
the
survey
survey ships get a little confused when they get... overall, just their performance needs a little love. You see that the AIs are now buying ideologies, so I wonder what he just got. He got traders. And
Okay.
he's going to send it somewhere, which is good. That means that my waiting is done right. And there's his freighter. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Oh, his trader's not working? Darn it. Okay, that's my bad. That or it's in the stack somewhere. Well, that's embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, so it likes traders, but apparently the trader's trade is broken. I will fix that. Anyways.
Apparently you cannot leave until you show combat.
Well, that's the problem. That's one of the reasons why I why I dropped out of here, because setting up combat is hard. I'm setting up cool combat. It's like, I don't know. People don't want to just watch one ship battle. So I was thinking if I started a autoplay and let them kind of ramp up to where they had some big ass ships, then I could step back in and we can make them fight. So that is my current plan. Where are you going? Oh, he's like, I was going to go colonize that planet. The Altarians took it. This is a good one. Anyways, anything else?
Let's see. Actually, there's comments too asking if there's any planetary micromanagement tools in Beta 4.
Nothing new. I'm not quite sure. He's talking about governors. No, we do not have governors in yet. We are leery to put anything in that essentially plays the game for you. So we will probably put a basic governor in, but we're not going to have anything too, at least not in the base game, too like to say, do this and leave and have it do it for you. Ironically, we could, because, the AI knows, hey, what are these two doing?
Standoff?
Yeah, what is going on? I think maybe they both want these resources. That is very weird. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Oh, hey, Alan or Nathan or anybody who sees this. I guess they'll never know. Anyways, all right. I'm going to let this play a little bit longer, and then we will try and do some battles. Any more questions?
Yeah, there's actually interest about the autoplay. They were asking if we as the users, if they'll be able to use such a feature.
This is the public build, so yes. We use it to test AI a lot. You set everything up and then you go and see what all of the AIs do. And that is why soak essentially is the command. It's not perfect. It does some weird things, but so it's not like a feature that we go, hey. But yeah, it's really neat to watch. You can kind of almost watch it like a screensaver. We're like, oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? And that's important to us because we need to be able to tell, if the AI is playing wisely. I really wish I could just have a one human who plays as fast as the computer, so I could make them play against the AI and watch them. But unfortunately, people, they have hands and fingers and clicking and stuff like that. So this is weird that these are all stationed. There is a bug. Oh, I wonder if this is that thing that Jesse ran across.
There's questions on how do you run the autoplay and the.
Well, I don't know if I should be advertising these things, but you can go into here into the console by hitting the tilde, and you can type in soak, and then type it in again to stop it, and soak, and then you hit turn button, and the AI takes over your player, and they all just fight until the game is over, and it won't even end if you die. It'll just keep going till one race has won. I mean, we've had autoplay games go to like 35,000 turns, so it's big. I want to know what is going on with my constructors. I'm very concerned about that. All right. Maybe it's time to stop and do some battling. What time is it?
About 3:30.
Okay. Any other questions?
I'm pretty sure there may be a riot if we don't battle something. So
Don't overhype it.
Don't overhype it.
Okay, so let's talk for a second about the battle viewer.
Okay.
The battle viewer is okay. Well, we're still in beta, right? And the current battle viewer is not in any way final. And because we talk about it so much, I worry that when we show something that's not done, everybody's gonna complain. But here, we'll start with the basics. Who can we have kill each other? Battle cutter.
Actually, we have a really interesting question in the chat while you're typing that out. Let's see. There's a question about, can you go nomad and change your habitable city / colony city somewhere else on the planet and give it different points to improve it? Example, turn into like an economy planet if you wanted to.
I'm not quite sure what they mean. Yeah, you can always change your planet's layout, but that means you have to if you've already built it up, you're going to have to destroy things.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like they're really interested in moving the capital. Like when you zone in and we're the
move the capital's building?
Yeah.
I toyed with that idea, but it creates a really awkward moment where you colonize and then you have to pick where do you want your capital to be? Or start of the game, your very first action is where do you want your capital to be? Currently there is no plans for that, but it is something that we've definitely considered. So maybe one of these days.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay, let's do a defender versus a cutter, and the cutter will probably kick the defender's butt.
This is an act of war.
Okay, now I think that I currently have in this build, the battle arena is too big. Yes. All right, so let's start with, okay, so what we have here now is the top-down view. This is very similar to Galactic 2. I'm going to go kind of toggle through. Here's all the cameras. One of the neat new features we have is this. You can select the ship, and it'll give you its tooltip. This tooltip right now is not very robust. We're going to make it display more information, tells you who it's targeting.
But that is all brand new stuff, though, correct?
Oh yeah. Here's the battle log, which should be hidden by default, but for some reason is not. You can actually even hide the whole UI for those people who are really into. Once we get some cooler battles, you'll be able to you want to fraps it or whatever, you want to watch the whole battle play. You can toggle through the speeds. All right, so I'm going to start with one-time speed with a cutter versus a freight. This is going to be, I'm going to imagine the cutter should fry the defender. Also, see how the parallax, there's the stars and everything. What we're going to have here is a whole arena, so it'll be a much sexier experience. And they're starting too far apart right now, but that's because I'm balancing ranges. Okay, so then the cutter's firing, boom. Missiles are firing. Oh, actually, I take back my claim. Okay.
No, I'm super bummed.
Okay, so damage trumps range. Okay, so let's actually let's go back, replay. All right, so
hiss.
Oh, that's hilarious. Usually the range ships, because I was actually thinking I need to really balance these better. Because okay, yeah, so that defender has 24 attack, and 16 hit. But the cutter has only 6. But the cutter's going to hit the guy like 3 times before. So I guess it's just we just lucked out. Now all it would take is 1 miss for this battle to have ended differently. Let's replay that one more time.
Well, that's actually a great question in the chat. Battles around planets. Will they have the planet in the background?
Yep. It's not only that, we're gonna mine the surrounding tiles for what the arena looks like. Oh man, I should have just went in and changed this data. It makes me mad that it's so far apart. Look at that. Ooh. And pause. Okay. Freak. Let's get a close up of. Oh, do we not have a target cam?
We have the cinematic one is usually pretty accurate. For the
No, I
situation.
wanted one that showed who was getting hit so that I could watch him blow up. No, let me just go to free. Okay, here we go.
Oh wow, that's mid.
This is what I was talking about. These guys are too close together.
That is,
The artists don't like me. I had a moment where I'm like, why are the missiles so close together?
Yeah, but those look...
Shut up. You're mean to me.
Those look really cool in flight, though.
Okay, here we go. Goodbye. Okay. Anyways, that was anticlimactic. I mean, that was cute. All right, let's try and make a better fight. I really want a bigger ship. I guess I could throw a cutter in with a constructor. I need more logistics. Okay, and then we'll just have this. Okay. Now let's just try this again. So this is the exact same battle. This is a stupid-ass battle because I've got a constructor in my fleet. Okay, and we need to make it so it resets this camera, apparently. All right, so now what's going to happen is the larger ships... Okay, now one of the things that is different in Galactic 2 is everything is way more deterministic, and this is when I say the battle viewer is not at all done, is there's a lot of rules to the combat that are still being balanced. Like, see, it's hard to tell because I really should have thrown another large ship in on the other side. You can see this guy's going a lot faster, and these weapon range is a lot faster. This is probably going to end the same way. Yeah. Ooh, that's just, those missiles are nasty.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hey, but now he's going to blow up. Okay, and what will happen is the attacking ship will not attack the supporting ships until its defenders are
eliminated, basically.
Yeah, eliminated. Nice. So you essentially get rules. So what you're going to end up doing is setting up your fleets to be like a set of cards. You go, I have these guys. They're the assault ships. They're going to fly in and they're going to take out all of the escorts, and these escorts are going to defend the support ships, and these support ships are going to be giving buffs to all of the attack ships. Now, all that said, I really should have had a better demo for today, but hopefully next week, when we're a little solider, I will have a much more solid demo. Now, that said, there's got to be something good I can unlock here. Let me do a cheat. I hate to do this because when you unlock them, they all are too powerful because essentially you get super, super, super death ships. All right. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to design a new ship for me. Let's take a Dreadnought, maybe too much. Let's go with Destroyer.
Dreadnought may be too much. Let's use something nicer.
Okay. Well, I don't want to overwhelm the. I'm going to actually strip off. I'm going to actually use this. Oh no, I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go. I want a large ship. Fortress is really big. Actually, let's just. What the heck? Let's just do. This is going to be a little weirdly embarrassing. So don't judge me. But let's just cheat up a bunch of.
Throwing caution to the wind here. Pushing this to
although
the
you know what? No, that won't work. I need to do it right. Okay, I'm gonna grab a fortress, which is what? This is all missiles. That may be. Oh, let's grab a Titan. All right, and I'm gonna design. Oh, actually, I need to design him. Oh, and I wanted to demo fighters today, but okay. Now this, keep in mind, this is essentially the ultimate T-I-T-A-N, I don't know, whatever. T-I-T. Anyways, okay. All right. So now I've. Oh darn it! That's not gonna work. Sorry. One more time. Sorry. Too much pressure.
Yeah, hopefully on the next stream for Galciv, we'd be hoping to have some of the battles pre-set up.
Well,
ready to,
yeah,
ready to go with a save file. We just did not have a.
Yeah, there's some bugs where like if you load a save game, everybody's smoking right now, so that's a problem. So I didn't want to do that. I need a my command short. Okay, here for all you ship designers out there, short ship names. All right, that and only ship designers will care about that, but it's very helpful. Okay, so now I'm going to save this guy. Titan. All right. Now I should be able to cheat me up a Titan without any problems. Battle. All right. And now let's get our and battle. Hit this keyboard. Battle. Sorry, one more time. We're almost there. Almost there. I just want to give people a battle that will at least be impressive. All right. So this should give us God range. All right. This should give us I can fleet up these guys into a death squad. Oh, this is going to be bad.
This is gonna be bad.
I actually worry that we're going to overwhelm the. Oh wow!
I don't think we'll overwhelm the audience. They said they could handle it.
No, oh, it's because they don't have unlock. Actually, here, let me do one more thing. Crap! Local player. Hopefully that's the Drengen. Yes, it is. Oh no! Everybody ran away because I just gave my race to the. Okay, so this one's going to take a second. So what's this going to do is essentially give them logistics and me logistics. And now we can have a big-ass battle. All right, but now I got to retake over everybody. So these guys. Yeah, all right, that's better. Matter of fact, go pick up this dude and this dude. All right, yeah, matter of fact, can you fit in there? All right. Now I got to go back to being me. All right. Now I'm me again. And that's a bunch of cheats that you guys did not see. All right. So where did all my big ass ships go? Did they fly like 1,000,000 miles away? Defending Earth? Cutter. Where'd my Titans go? Oh, here they all are. All right, that's not a Titan, but I'll take it. All right, one more thing. Turn. You have any questions? Well,
yeah, I was. There's just a lot of excitement in the chat. I've been reading it. There was one question about a Titan costs 10 logistics by itself.
Titan is a big ass ship.
That's a technical term right there.
Now, keep in mind, and does it take 10? That seems a little high. Some of those things are modifiable by stats. So the answer is a Titan can take 10 logistics by itself. That does not mean it does. Also, you can get up to like 60 logistics. So not to mention a Titan or some other ship can actually hold. Okay, so now this is not quite the battle I was expecting, but it should be interesting. Oh, don't go away. Get back here. Oh, I might. You bastard.
Run away.
Oh, can I reset the moves? We don't have the hotkeys. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna become the dredge and attack myself. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, you can get up to like 60, and not to mention, remember now we have fighters, and like a large ship can hold multiple fighter pods. Okay, this is gonna end badly. I think that the Drenchen are gonna win this one. Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
Always.
Here we go. I don't think this. They're not even gonna close. Those Titans are just going to obliterate them with Doom Rays.
So this is really showing out the formations, basically.
This is a basics formations. Yeah, we're still working on coming up with, and also one of the things that's not really evident in this is that, whoa. Oh yeah, these guys are like, oh yeah, we're gonna fire these. Oh, actually, that looks kind of cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that the Titans are gonna make a little bit of.
Oh, good night, sweet prince.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so now we know, and that's
crazy. It's a lot.
Okay,
cool.
so let's replay that with the cinematic camera and see what happens. We need a better way to display those cameras, maybe just as icons. Oh, why is he smoking? Okay.
That's probably just particle.
And we need to get some dimension to these formations too. Okay. Yeah. See, so like I said earlier, and it's more obvious now that there's too much distance before you get into range. Oh, look. And also, it should probably be showing the ships that are fighting, because it's like, hey, look at this Titan. Oh. They're not even taking any damage. What are those? Oh, those are just... I don't even know what these missiles are. We're still working on the particles, obviously. But it was kind of fun. All right. That camera is kind of boring. We have to work on that one. Let's go just to free so we can replay and get some good footage of the massacre. Oh, look, that billboard is doing something weird. That is unacceptable. I thought that this build is before Nathan fixed it.
Looks like they're flying through a
yes,
gas
that is
cloud.
what that is. It's a plane of space plasma.
Space stuff.
Okay, so look at it. These guys are obviously
Dangerous.
like, screw that. We're taking out the small ships. So they're doing their thing. They're coming along. And they think they've got a chance because these ones are damaged. And they do until this happens.
Until they get in range.
2,
Oh, no.
3. Oh, look at that poor guy. He got hit by both of them. Oh, and by the way, have a bunch of singularity drivers.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious. I got to see that again. Anyways, so this is, I would like to, like I said, I know that this is kind of, it's neat because we haven't seen it, but this is still all very rudimentary. So we have a lot more planned. This is nothing like final, but it is already going to be fun. So that is why we chose to finally go ahead and put it out. Is we want people to start playing with it. We want feedback. It's like we've done throughout the whole process. We want people going, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if we could do this? And wouldn't it be awesome if we could do that? And yeah, I think maybe some of these special effects are a little over the top right now. Also, you'll notice that right now, like, these ships will fire through themselves. That's a bug that we have to fix. So
cool.
Yeah.
And we already have a lot of great feedback talking about. Actually, this question's really good. That's a question about, do the beams originate from the actual locations of like where the weapon is? So
yes.
yeah.
Well, we can see. Okay, so here is a beam.
Oh yeah, zooming in.
Zooming in. This is not gonna. This will be a little bit blinding. I wonder why that's smoking. Oh, that's that damn hit point bonus. Okay, so here we have.
Do not look the beam directly in the eye.
This is a singularity driver, I think. This is a doom ray. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. I think that is a quantum. So yes, you see all the singularity drivers. Oh, look, he's charging up. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'm firing my missile.
Yeah, that no. So yeah, this is a singularity driver.
Crazy.
Oh, I guess the battle's over.
Yeah, the battle's already over. By the way,
Let's let's do that one more time. Theoretically, they should move because okay. Now another great thing is one of the reasons why we you can't replay and get different results. You'll always get the same results, but it also means that you can pause the camera in one spot and then wait for something awesome to happen and be there to take like an awesome screenshot. It also means that you can watch the battle. Okay, so I just pause that. That guy's dying. I can say this guy here is targeting Defender 5. It doesn't do it yet, but right now this Defender 5 should light up red. And you can also see he's at 24. Well, that guy's dead, obviously. You can see, oh yeah. So this guy has already had his entire point defense taken out. You can say he's at 4. He's at 2 hit points. And these are all dynamic. So you can literally, as for the people who, once the system's a little more fleshed out and people are really like, playing against each other and playing again, and what worked? You can pause the battle literally anytime, click on the ship and say, what is he doing? And know exactly what. And this tooltip will get to be a little more robust and tell you, and we'll eventually probably even have more feedback in that. So that is really a neat feature. And also, and this is, and anybody who is a Gal Civ 2 fan knows that, this is one of the greatest parts is the pausing. Okay. I wanted to see what was going on with that singularity driver because I've never actually seen that particle before. Yeah, see, it's charging up. Oh, and holy crap. Those missiles are firing off like 18 missiles at once. So, yeah, that's a bug.
Cool.
That's pretty awesome, though. Oh, bye. So, anyways, that is a teaser video of the Battle Viewer. You will be able to get your hands on it in Beta 4, which is coming up very shortly, along with a lot of other fun stuff like the new ideology screen, the tech changes. Tons of little things, like almost all of the ideology traits now work and do fun stuff. The rebalancing of just weights of things and how much things cost. So hopefully you'll have a lot of fun playing. Hey, what's weird is when I switched over to letting the AI play, he built starbases out of those constructors that were sitting there. Very weird. So apparently it was a player bug.
Cool.
So that is what we got so far. Hopefully that was enough to whet people's appetite, but we have a lot more coming. And I will say right now that the Battle Viewer will continue to evolve until we are done with Gal Civ 3. So and by that I mean when we're done with the final expansion. It's going to get better and better and better. Our goal is for it just to kind of be like watching, an episode of Star Wars. And although, obviously because we have deterministic rules, we have to make sure that the player can tell what's happening. So that limits how cinematic we can be. We have to make it go, wait, why is he flying over there? Why is he doing barrel rolls when he should be firing it? So we have a lot of little things to balance, but it's coming along and it'll be fun. And I would say the Battle Viewer that comes out in Beta 4 and the Battle Viewer in Beta 5 will be almost entirely different. And if you get Beta 4, you can kind of experience the whole evolution of it and give us feedback, and we like that. So
cool. And just real quick, as far as optimizations go, we're not done with that yet.
God, no.
As far as like if you're, I saw that in the chat real quick asking about optimizations for maybe slower computers, and it's like, well,
oh no. As a matter of fact, we are actually way more in tune with that than we've ever been in the past. We're always watching that, but no matter what you do as a developer, you have to get things working. You have to get things working, and then the last step is really now make sure it works the most optimized way. And so it will not be fully optimized, until the build. And then I'm sure the first patch will make it faster. And then first DLC will, here's some snappy. And by the way, we also found a way to save your memory. And, so these are all things that we'll just continue to chip away on forever. I'm sure that, the final version will run 1 billion times faster than the first version that comes out. So that's just how development works.
Well, cool. Thank you, everybody, that'll be it for today. Let's say thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Bye.
I really appreciate you coming by. Just real quick, make sure to check out our YouTube channel here at Stardock. We've got all the previous casts are up there. Real easy to watch. You can see what we've been up to so far in case you haven't seen them yet.
Did he just?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, no. I thought he froze.
Paul's
I was a little scared.
Paul's still in depth with this. But yes, thank you again for stopping by. Make sure to check out Twitter, Facebook, all that cool stuff. We got updates on there. Also, please make sure to stop by the forums. Those will be back up and running. And when they are, that's how I answer all the questions. So please feel free to drop by there and ask us all the cool questions and give us feedback.
All right.
Thanks again for stopping by.